Hey friends, Andy Smith. This is episode number 5 and just dropped off my kid at soccer practice, which is cool. Walking back to find a seat and want to talk today about the power of focus. And focus is an amazing thing in this world of entrepreneurship, leaders, business owners, founders, and had a little fun with my son because we get to take him to soccer practice, gives us extra time in the car, extra time to now talk to you guys. All right, fellow founder, entrepreneur, venture builder, business builder, ask yourself this question. I want something for my business. When do you want it? Are you willing to wait 6 months? Are you willing to wait a year? Or are you really wishing it could happen right now? I have a problem. I don't schedule my appointments too far in advance because when it strikes me that I want to have that appointment, call it a haircut, call it a whatever, I want it right now. And I want to go do it right now. If I have the inclination to shoot a video, I'm going to shoot it right now. If I want a new website built, I'd really love it if it would happen right now. And that is both a problem and an opportunity and our superpower and something we got to be aware of. So we have now problem as entrepreneurs. So within that and within your business, you've probably got a ton of things going on. You're probably wearing a lot of hats. You're probably dealing with multiple facets of the business or businesses that you're building. And you might say to yourself, I don't know where to focus right now. So I created this thing called entrepreneurial focus. I don't know if I created it, I just put the two words together because I like entrepreneur and I like focus. And I think the two go hand in hand because it's a different kind of focus for us venture builders, business builders, entrepreneurs than it might be if you are just a C-suite employee running a business and you have a job, right? Our businesses depend on us. Our businesses and our employees and our families depend on us or else they fail. We fail, blah, blah, blah. We all know where that goes. So entrepreneurial focus, what is it? So inside of our portfolio of companies, we've got a lot of companies which all have a lot of things going on. But where is my focus as a leader? My focus is making sure the mission is right, the vision is right, and that we're working on the right initiatives. Now, I am overseeing the businesses, but I'm not in the businesses doing all of the work. We've got great leaders who are doing that. Great leaders and I work on the 3 to 4, max 5 big things that we're trying to accomplish in the next 30, 60, 90 days that align with our mission and vision for the entity, for the business, for the venture. So here's an example. So we recently made a complete avatar change inside one of our businesses. So we went from B2C to B2B. That meant we had to define the avatar. That meant we had to change our sales approach, and we had to change our marketing approach. We got really clear, built systems for each of those 3 things, and focused on those 3 areas, letting everything else wait. Some might say put it in the freezer. I like that idea. Let's put this in the freezer. We recently put a business in the freezer. We had a business where we were going to go do digital marketing for firms because we're doing that inside of our own venture. We realized that marketing, PR, advertising is both strategic, a lot of work, comes with a lot of responsibility, and can get kind of hard. What we were doing for ourselves is not as easy for other companies because we have a now problem. We want it right now. And other companies, they have a now problem. And we were trying to compete with all that. So we took our Socialscape Studios, which was our incubated marketing, PR, advertising firm, and we stuck it in the freezer so that we could focus on the things that we've got going on, which is my content, my brand, the brands of our businesses that we've currently got operating. And we said, look, we've got all the stuff, the vision, the mission, the materials, the collateral, the brand identity for Socialscape Studios, but let's put it into the freezer. We'll pull it back out at some time in the future or not, maybe tomorrow, we don't know, but it's there because we are able to now say, hold on that initiative, let's focus on these initiatives because that will give us clarity, that'll give us freedom, that'll give us focus to do that. Here's another example. We've got a venture that is going to raise money, and they're raising money for their SaaS software solution. We acquired that product, we've rebuilt it, we've revamped it, we've gotten it ready for market penetration, market adoption, and now we're raising money to fund that. That takes a very different focus. There, our focus is very clearly on who's our investor avatar, who are we telling the story to, how are we telling the story, and where are we looking, right? So that's a different focus. Those are 3, 4 things we're looking at inside that venture. So the challenge to you and the opportunity to you is to say, look, what are the 3 or 4 things that will move the needle this week, next week, 30 days, 60 days, 90 days that align with our strategic mission, vision, right, and approach? Once you've done that, you can build systems around those things. And then when you tackle them, you move on to the next few things, the next few things, the next few things. And it makes a huge difference inside your business, inside your portfolio company, inside the venture that you're running, inside your startup. All right, friends, next on the agenda is what's going on in launch. All right, friends, so leaving Boston, now heading back to Atlanta, and let's talk about the launch program. So launch program was envisioned as a group of 8 to 10 entrepreneurs, founders, business owners in a city that we can help guide each other, mentor each other, support each other, encourage each other, and connect each other. That was the original purpose, and we set out to do that in Auburn, Birmingham, Atlanta, Chattanooga, and those were the 4. When we started putting out content and outbound, we realized that we got some pretty quick traction up in the Boston area. Met a wonderful lady named Jenny Lee. So Jenny reached out and she was like, hey, look, there's a thriving community of entrepreneurs, founders, investors up here in Boston. There's a conference next week called TechCrunch Early Stage 2023. Why don't you come up and let's explore this together? So it's like, cool. Booked a ticket, got Jordan, said, hey, let's roll. And here we are. So we're putting out kind of the story on Instagram. But came up here to TechCrunch 2023 in Boston. All right, cool. So what did that lead? First, we met in a networking breakfast in the morning. We realized that there is an abundance of smart people, extroverted people, introverted people, tech founders who are crushing it up here and globally. A lot of people from London had come over. Boston is thriving. And what we realized was that I was seeing investors, early stage investors, venture capital, VC, selling themselves as hard as founders and entrepreneurs sell themselves to get money. So here's the thing, bootstrapping. I had to always bootstrap my businesses because I didn't know raising money was a thing. Since we've realized that you need capital to accelerate your businesses and to grow. So there's a reason for investors, there's a reason that founders attract capital. Cool, got it, mental adjustment. Then went to some of the sessions where we were talking about different kinds of opportunities up here in the Boston area for investment, and money's still thriving. Filming of this is a down economy. Filming of this, money has tightened, but money is still flowing. VC firms still have deals that they want to make. They still have money that they want to deploy, and they want to have interesting founders with cool ideas. Ideas is fundable. Small businesses are fundable. When you have pre-product market fit, that's fundable. When you have product market fit, that's really fundable. That's where we play inside of our Blacksmith Ventures portfolio over here, launch over here. And again, we're still building that launch. So start hearing these things, start processing what's going on. It's very, very interesting what I'm learning. Then I get on a call with a wonderful dude down in Alabama and heading up the Alabama Capital Network. And we start talking about the differences in the local Birmingham old money, new money conundrum that's going on there where I'm from. And it just strikes me the different dynamics of investments that are going on in Silicon. It got busted up on social for saying Silicon Valley. Alabama, the South where I'm from, up here, Boston, where different things are happening. So very, very interesting, the dynamics. So we continue through the day meeting with founders. Everyone we talk to comes up to me, very awesome. They come up and they're like, hey, what do you do? Are you an investor? Yes, but right now we're not deploying out of our fund because we don't have a fund. And then I tell them that, we're creating an entrepreneurial community of founders and business owners. And they're all like, I want to be a part of that, need to be a part of that. I really struggle with clarity. I really struggle with all these different things. Want to be a part of that. So we started seeing a lot of traction. Picked up 4 or 5 new clients in Boston up here, which was amazing. Then we go to dinner and we started envisioning and seeing some of the problems and thinking about how do we solve those problems. Here's what we decided. We're going to do an event. We're going to do an event drive. We're going to do an event up in Boston where we're going to invite TechCrunch early stage Patreons to come. We're going to invite the Boston community to come. We're going to get founders to come up to an event, offer 3 or 4 amazing baller speakers, and then find where we can add value at an event. I'll get up on stage. It's kind of how we envision it. I'll get up on stage and I'll do a little intro. We'll get some 3 value added speakers on different topics that we learned about this week. Then we'll close that sucker out and I'll get up and do that. So cool stuff going on. Had a great dinner with Jenny Lee and Jordan to talk about this, scope this out, get this prepared and ready. And now we're gonna do things a little different. So we're gonna hit off the event stream in May, maybe do it at Fenway Park, we're not sure yet. So anyway, a lot of exciting things. But here's the takeaway. As we're in our businesses, we have a vision. We want to go from New York to Los Angeles. How we get there, sometimes, whoa, we got to go through Missouri, up, detour down to Texas, up and down. We're still going to land where we hopefully we want to go. And that's been the story of all of the ventures that I've been a part of since 2007 is where you start is not necessarily where you finish. Where you start usually is where you want to finish. How you get there is always a little different. All right, so more coming up. This has been an amazing journey. If you want to follow the daily stories, go to the Graham Andy Smith Life. If you want to, if you're this far in it, want to join the launch program, theblacksmith.com. Continuing to evolve that. And Andy Smith Life on LinkedIn and all the other things. Thank you. Love to have you subscribe, like, comment, and I appreciate you being a part of this journey. All right, friends, let's win it.